Yeah, good morning, everyone. Am I audible, guys? Yeah, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's begin the session now. So, guys, let's see what is Azure Data Engineering. So, when we talk about the Azure Data Engineering, guys, so what is Azure Data Engineering? Azure Data Engineering. So, guys, let's begin and see this. In short, we call it as a ADE, guys. Okay, but actually, when we talk about the Azure Data Engineering, let's split it out and understand and try to understand it in a better way. Okay. So when we talk about the Azure, so what is Azure, guys? Azure is nothing but it is the name used by the Microsoft. Everyone, Azure is nothing but, guys, the name used by the Microsoft to market the cloud services. Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market the cloud services. Is called as Azure. Such as, guys, you have a supermarket is there with a name called More Supermarkets. More supermarkets. Okay. Whereas actually, this More Supermarkets is owned by whom, guys? It is owned by the Birla. Am I right? Birla Group. It is owned by the Birla Group. So we can say the More Supermarket is owned by the Birla Group. That means Birla is a group which is marketing their grocery stores. Which is marketing their, what's it, guys? Grocery stores with a name called what? More Supermarkets. Am I right? So for groceries or for selling the groceries, they're using a name called what? More. In the same way here, Azure is a name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services. To market the cloud services, Microsoft is using the name called, what is that, guys? Azure. Microsoft is using the name called what? Azure. So whereas when we talk about the data, what do you mean data, guys? Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Okay, so we can say Azure is the name used by the Microsoft to market their cloud services, and in data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Okay, data is nothing but what, guys? Information. Information. Data is nothing but what? Information. And then we have what's it, guys? Engineering. So what is my engineering? So engineering is nothing but applying the techniques on the data. Okay, guys, applying the techniques on the data. For what? For management of the data. For managing the data, we apply the techniques. So in this case, we call it as what, guys? Applying the techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure is called as what? Azure Data Engineering. So we can say application of techniques on the data by using the Microsoft Azure is called as what? Azure Data Engineering. In short, we call it as what? ADE. Okay, guys. So the Azure Data Engineering is a bunch of what, guys? Cloud services. So we have many cloud services. So we can say it is a bunch of cloud services. So Azure Data Engineering is nothing but it is a bunch of cloud services. It is a bunch of what, guys? Cloud services. So whereas it's a bunch of cloud services. So whereas what are the cloud services we have it and what are the jobs we can do it using these cloud services, guys? We can manage the data by performing the following task. Using these cloud services, guys, we can manage the data by performing the following task. What is it, guys? The first one we call it as what? Data migration, comma, data integration, comma. Then we have the data migration, data integration, data summarization, data migration, data integration, data summarization, and then we have what's it, guys? Data visualization. Okay, we have what's it, guys? Data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. So these are all the techniques we have it, guys. So we can say data migration, data integration, data summarization, and as well as the data visualization. These are the four techniques or jobs we can perform it by using the bunch of cloud services. We have it in the Azure Data Engineering, which is called as what? ADE. So what are the cloud services which we have it, guys? So we can say the first one is called as what? ADF, which stands for Azure Data Factory. And then we have what is it, guys? ADE. So that is Azure Data Factory. Then next one we have it as what? ADB, which stands for Azure Databricks. Okay. So the Azure Databricks, we are going to see it on a language called what's it, guys? PySpark. Python plus a Spark together. PySpark is nothing but what, guys? Python plus Spark together is called as what? PySpark. Then we have the next one. We have it as what, guys? Synapse. Then we have what's it, guys? Synapse. So we can say what's it, guys? Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, and then we have the Synapse. Okay, guys. Synapse is nothing but it is one of the data warehouse of Azure. And then we can say what's it, guys? We have the another service that we call it as what? AI, which stands for artificial intelligence. And then even we have the open AI. Then we have the Fabric. Then we have the Fabric. So these are all the, guys, these are all the, everyone, these are all the services provided under the Azure Data Engineering. So guys, everyone is clear and following the concept. Please respond. Yes, guys. Yes, everyone. Okay. Now, guys, when we talk about the this Azure Data Engineering, and these are the jobs we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering. Let's try to understand what are all this. So the whole process of Azure Data Engineering depends on these jobs only, guys. What is that? The first one we call it as what? Data migration. The first one we call it as what, guys? Data migration. And the second one we call it as what, guys? Data integration. And the third one we call it as what? Data summarization and the data visualization. These are the 4 jobs we can perform it by using the Azure Data Engineering, which is called as what? All end-to-end process, guys. So first of all, we will understand what is data migration. So what do you mean migration, guys? First of all, the word migration, when I'm using it, what does it means? Yes, everyone. Migration is nothing but, guys, moving data from one place to another. Yes, moving of data from one place to the another is called as what, guys? Moving data from one place to the another place is called as what? Data migration job. Okay, guys. So data migration is a process where moving the data from one place to the another is called as what, guys? Data migration. So here we have what, guys? Data migration. Data migration is a process where we move the data from one place to the another place is called as what? Data migration. So for example, guys, right now every one of us is using the mobile phones. Am I right? Everyone is using the mobile phone. Yes, guys? All of you are using the mobile phones or not? So whenever we use the mobile phone, let us say you are using a Samsung mobile phone. When we use the Samsung mobile phone, guys, every Samsung mobile phone comes with a default memory. Let us say 100 GB is the default memory you have it. And then the RAM speed of the same, that is data processing speed, is what? 8 GB. So this is the configuration of your Samsung mobile phone, we can say. Am I right, everyone? This is a configuration. So what does it means, guys? This configuration means what? You can store up to, guys, you can store up to 100 GB in your 100 GB data in your mobile phone, whereas it can be processed by using what's it, guys? 8 GB RAM. The more RAM you have it, the more faster you can see the mobile phone. You can browse the mobile phone. Am I right? Whereas this is the fixed configuration. That means you can store up to maximum of 100 GB. Now there is a situation where you require to store, guys, where you require to store 500 GB of the data in your mobile phone. Now tell me everyone, is it possible to store 500 GB of your data in your mobile phone where the configuration of your mobile phone is 100 GB or where your data capacity is 100 GB? Can you store 500 GB of the data, guys? Yes, everyone? No, not possible. Am I right? Not possible to store the 500 GB data. So now, guys, what is the alternative you have it? You can install an SD card. That is nothing but parallel memory card. You can add it. Install an SD card, guys. You can install an SD card here. Everyone, you can install an SD card in your mobile phone. You can install an SD card in your mobile phone, guys. Everyone, okay. You can install a SD card in your mobile phone, guys. Okay. Yes, guys, everyone. Let's say the SD card has the capacity of SD card has a capacity of more 100 GB. So now, guys, what is the total amount of memory you can store it in the mobile phone along with the 100 GB? Yes, guys, 100 GB is the mobile storage. 100 GB is the SD card. So totally you have what's it, guys? 200 GB. If totally how much data you have it, guys, here? You have a total capacity of what? 200 GB. You have a total capacity of what? 200 GB. That is 200 gigabytes data you can store it. Against 500, that means 500 you have to store it, but still you are able to store only the 100 GB. So how much more you are lacking, guys? 300 GB you are still to be saved here. So there is no scope of expanding your mobile. Am I right? There is no scope expanding your mobile phone memory more than 200 GB. Maximum storage is 200 GB, guys. But you can't store it more than 200 GB. But you can't store more than 200 GB. Am I right? So in this case, what is the alternative you have it, guys? Either you have to buy a new mobile phone. Yes, guys, new mobile phone with the greater memory of 500 GB or more. Or the other way is that, guys, to avoid paying the cost towards buying the new mobile phone, you have a Google Drive. Everyone, your Google Drive. So now, guys, Google Drive. So now you must be getting a doubt. Google Drive provides 15 GB of the data only. But this is what? 15 GB is free data, guys. 15 GB is what, guys? Free data. Free data storage. Whereas if you want 500 GB data to be stored, at that time you need to pay some cost for the same. You need to pay the cost, guys. You need to pay the cost for the same. Okay, you need to pay the cost for the same. So after paying the cost, you can store up to 500 or more than 500 or in gigabytes, terabytes. Okay, then petabytes, whatever you want, you can store it, guys. Okay, so let's say you have bought the 900 GB storage by paying the cost. So now it is possible to store the 500 GB data into your Google Drive, okay, which has the 900 capacity of storage. So now, guys, slowly what we are doing nowadays, we are trying to store the data in the Google Drives only rather than storing the data into the mobile phone. So whereas this process of moving the data storage from mobile phone storage to the Google Drive storage, from the mobile phone storage to the Google Drive storage, moving the data from the mobile phone storage to the Google Drive storage, guys. This storage, okay, this one is called as what, guys? This one is called as what, everyone? This type of moving the data from the mobile phone storage to the Google Drive storage. This process is called as what, guys? Data migration. It is called as what, guys? Data migration. It is called as what? Data migration. So data migration is a process where we move the data from the, yes, guys, from the local storage to the cloud storage, to the cloud storage. This storage that is called as a mobile phone storage is called as what, guys? On premises. It is called as what? On premises. And your Google Drive storage is called as what, guys? It is called as a cloud storage. So nowadays, what we are doing is we are moving the data from the on-premises to the cloud network storage. So this process of moving the data from the on-premises to the cloud storage is called as the process of what, guys? Data migration. It is called as a process of what, guys? data migration. So here we migrate the data from the on-premises environment to the cloud environment on a very large scale, guys. On a very large scale. When you have the whole data, company data available onto the on-premises environment, that is in a local, that is in their local servers, we will move the data from the local servers towards it, guys, cloud storage. Now, the next question, guys. What is the purpose of storing the data into the cloud storage? What is the purpose of storing the data into the cloud storage? Okay, what's the reason for storing the data into the cloud storage and moving the data from the on-premises network? Yes, guys, everyone. Okay, let's not go into that technical, guys. Let's make it more simple. So here I can say, guys, why do you want to store the data in your Google Drive rather than storing the data in your mobile phone? Yes, guys, why do you prefer to store the data in your why do you prefer to store the data in your that is nothing but mobile? Why do you prefer to store the data into the Google Drive rather than storing the data into your mobile phone? Yes, guys, the reasons are following. The first reason I can say, guys, security of the data. Security of the data. The data security, you need not worry. It is the Google that is something but is responsible for your security of your data. Second reason is what, guys? Accessing of data. Access of data. That means you can access this data from any location. That means today you have stored the data into the Google Drive in India, but tomorrow you have been to US without carrying your handset or the device. You have been to the America. So after going to America, can you access this data available into the Google Drive, guys? Can you access the data available into the Google Drive? In fact, you can access the data from any part of the world. Any part of the world, you can access the data from the Google Drive. You can access the data from any part of the world. Okay, guys, you can access the data from the any part of the world. Okay, you can access the data from the any part of the world from the Google Drive. Am I right or not? So that is called as what? Accessing of data without depending on the physical location or physical device is called as what, guys? Accessing of data. And the third reason is what, guys? Third reason is what? Unlimited storage. Unlimited storage. That means what, guys? You can store the data. You can store the data up to whatever the limit you want. There is no limit for storing the data. You can store unlimited data. You can store the unlimited data. So these are three of the major reasons. I can say many reasons are there, but these are the three major reasons why we move the data from the on-premises network to the cloud network. That is called a security, accessing of data, and unlimited storage capacity. Okay, guys, everyone is clear with this data migration process? Please respond. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
What about rest of you guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the next reason is that, guys, the second reason. Yeah, please. Okay, the second reason, data integration. So what is my data integration, guys? Let's try to understand what is data integration. Okay, guys. Now, let's say what is an integration, first of all, rather than going into the data integration directly. First of all, we'll understand the word integration. What does it means? Then it will be easier for us to understand the rest of the process. So for that, I can say, guys, let us say you have a supermarket called Reliance Smart. Nowadays, you have a Reliance Smart, okay, available across the India. Across India, you have many Reliance Smart is there. So now, if you go to the Reliance Smart, what are the products you can see, guys? Everyone, if you go to the Reliance Smart supermarket, what are the products you can see there? Yes, guys. The first one you can say groceries. Am I right? The second one you can say, guys, vegetables. Third one, you can see the fruits. Nowadays, you can see even the footwear. Nowadays, even you can see the clothing. Now tell me everyone, does any of these products is owned or manufactured or produced or cropped by Reliance or not? Yes, guys. My question is, we go to the Reliance Smart Supermarket. My question is that is any of the product manufactured or produced or cropped by the Reliance Smart or not?
No.
No, it does not. They're only the sellers, guys. They only sell these products by taking it from the vendors of that. That is groceries. They will buy it from the groceries. They will buy it from the vendors. Vegetables, they buy it from the farmers. Fruits, they will buy it from the farmers. Footwear, they buy it from the manufacturers. Clothing, they buy it from the manufacturers. So now, why they does all these things, guys? What's the reason for holding all of them? Because Reliance Smart has a customer base. Reliance Smart has a customer base. Whenever the customer walks into their store, whenever the customer walks into their store, the customer should able to get everything under one head. Under what's it, guys? One head. Under one roof, you can say. Customer should able to see everything under one roof. Now, we don't panic nowadays about the cost. Am I right? So you must be getting something, okay, 100 rupees plus or minus. It doesn't matter for us. But due to the our busy lifestyle and due to our busy lifestyle and okay, due to our busy lifestyle and even about due to heavy traffic on the roads, we don't prefer to travel much. If we go at one place, if we could able to get all these products at one store, we will buy all of them. Am I right? We buy all of them, guys. We buy all of them without worrying about the, yes, guys, without worrying about the location, without worrying about the things here. Okay, simply we buy all these products without worrying about the, yes, guys, without worrying about the things here. Am I right or not? So now can you see here, without worrying about anything, simply we buy all these products from one, okay, store. So that is called as what? Reliance Smart. So here Reliance Smart is facilitating the customers to buy the products, okay, to buy the products, facilitating the customers to buy the products from one stop, from one stop, okay, or from one store. That's it. So when the customer walks in, they should able to get all of them. They should able to see everything under the one head. Am I right or not? So whereas this is the job of Reliance Smart. So where Reliance Smart is not the producer or not the manufacturer or the crop, okay, or cropped by any of the products. Everything they will take from the vendors, third parties. Am I right or not? So whereas, but why? For facilitation of the customers, for facilitation of the customers. In the same way, like guys, you have a data is here. Okay, guys, you have a customer, you have a user is there. When data comes, user comes here. Okay, guys, user is there. Users requires the data here. Now, user, that means you are a Azure data engineer and you require a data for further processing of the data. One data is available in United States of America. Another data is located in the Singapore. And the third one, it is located in the, okay, Australia. And the fourth one, it is located in the Germany. And the fifth one, it is located in Japan, etc., etc. But from these locations, guys, from all these locations, from all these locations, everyone, from all these locations, everyone, from all these locations, from all these locations, accessing of data by the individual user will be a difficult task. So what happens here is, in the data integration process, all this data is accessed and kept under one head. That is called as what? Under one data center. Under one data center. Okay, under one data center. Data center is nothing but a place where the whole factory of the data will be stored. Am I right or not? Under one data center. So whenever the customer needs this data, or whenever the user needs the data will be pre-accessed and kept here. Simply the access will be provided to the user regarding this data. Now the user is able to see the data and work on the data, okay, based on this one. Whether the data is physically located in Australia or Singapore or United States of America, okay, so or Germany or else in the Japan, the user need not worry about the same, guys. The user need not worry about the same. Simply the user can, okay, simply the user can what, guys? Simply the user can what? Access the data from any location. Simply the user can access the data from the location provided into the data center. So whereas this process is called as what? Data integration process. It is called as what? Data integration process. So this data integration will be done here by the Azure data engineering as one of the tasks here. Okay, first one is what? Data migration, guys. First task is the data migration, and the second task is what? Data integration is the second task, guys. And the third one, guys, what is data summarization? This is a very important task which a user called Azure data engineer need to do here. Okay, guys, the very important task the Azure data engineer need to do is that is called as what, guys? Data summarization process. What is the data summarization process? Guys, let's take an example. Let's not go technically today, okay, as this is the first demonstration session. Here we have it. Data summarization. So what do you mean data summarization? Data summarization is a process where, let us say you have been to the Reliance Fresh supermarket. Let's take the same example here. And now, guys, the task of the day, you wanted to prepare a vegetable curry today. You wanted to prepare as a user or as a customer, you wanted to prepare the vegetable curry. Which curry? Which curry you want to prepare it. So for preparing the veg curry, to buy the ingredients, you have been to the Reliance Fresh. Now tell me, guys, do you require the grocery for this? Yes. Some oil, etc. is needed. Comes under the grocery. Do you require vegetables? Yes, vegetable is also needed. Do you require fruits to prepare the veg curry? No, really not. Do you require the footwear to prepare the veg curry? No. Do you require the clothing to prepare the veg curry? No. Only groceries and vegetables are needed to prepare the vegetable curry here. Am I right or not, everyone? So we have shortlisted two of them. So whereas this process of guys selecting the products based on the requirement is called as what? Extraction. It is called as what, guys? Extraction of data. Extraction of data, which we call it as what? E, guys. Which we call in short as what, guys? E, which we call it as what? E, guys. Okay, extraction. Now, once the extraction is done, guys, the second one is nothing but you bought the vegetables home. You bought the vegetable home. Then comes what's it, guys? Transformation. You bought the vegetables home. After getting them home, will you start eating the same in the raw form? No, no. Yes, guys. No, you don't eat it in the raw form because as a human, we don't eat the raw food. We require some process to be done here. What is that? We'll perform the process called cleaning of vegetables. cleaning or washing of vegetables, then cutting and chopping of vegetables. Finally, we go with the cooking process. Am I right? So guys, so to transform, that means to change the form from the raw form to the cooked form, we require to perform all this process. This process is called as what, guys? Transformation, which in short we call it as what, guys? T here. Which in short we call it as what? T here. T is the process transformation. And then we have what's it, guys? Finally, we have what's it, guys? The finally you have it as what? Loading, which stands for what? L here. So what is L here? The L is a process where this is the final layer. So what we do? Here we eat the veg curry. Am I right? Here we eat the veg curry. Eating of the veg curry. So is called as what? L here, guys. That is called as what? Extraction, transformation, and loading. The same thing we apply it on the data as well, guys. We extract the required data. We make the changes on the data accordingly, and we load the data as it is in the target system. We load the as it is data into the target system. So hence, this is called as what, guys? Extraction, transformation, and the process of what, guys? Loading of the data. That's it, guys. Loading of the data. That's it. Okay. Yes, guys. Everyone is clear? Extraction, transformation, and loading of the data. That's it, guys. Okay. Extraction, transformation, and loading of the data. But now the data sum. This is called as what? Data summarization. And finally, you have what's it, guys? Data visualization is left out here. What is data visualization? Now, guys, suppose you have prepared two vegetable curries. You have prepared two vegetable curries. Let's say you have prepared two vegetable curries here, guys. You have prepared two vegetable curries. Curry 1 and curry 2, you have prepared it. Curry 1 and curry 2, you have prepared it. Okay, this is the first curry and second curry you have prepared it. So let's say vegetable curry 1. This is curry 2. You have prepared the two curries here, guys. Now, after preparing these two curries, you have called some of your friend. So now, after having this curry, your friend will tell about the taste or not? Yes, guys, he will tell na, that the
Yes.
vegetable curry 1 is better than the vegetable curry 2 or not? Yes, he will say that the vegetable curry 1 was better than the vegetable curry 2. Am I right? So unknowingly what he is doing and what he is doing there, he is comparing the first curry with the second curry. Unknowingly what he is doing here, he is comparing the first curry with the second curry. So now, guys, comparative study between two different situations to take a decision. To take a decision is called as what, guys? Visualization. Is called as what? Visualization. Visualization is nothing but where we compare first situation with the second situation to take a decision. Is called as what, guys? Is called as what? First situation with the second situation is called as what, guys? First situation with the second situation, we call it as what, guys? Data summarization. So data visualization. We call it as what, guys? Data visualization. So we visualize the data and take a decision. So whereas here we have two things in data visualization. One is called as what, guys? Data analysis. And the second one we can say, guys, the second one is what, guys? Data science. Data science and data analysis are the two different things we have it, guys. What is data science analysis? Data analysis is this one, comparative study between two different situations to take a decision. And what is data science? Data science is nothing but it is used to predict the future. Okay, it is used to predict the future, guys. That is, suppose you have a let's say, so the supermarket has a falling sales today. What is the today's date, guys? Today's date, let us say 11th of August. 11th of August 2025. The sales is, let us say, something 1 lakh here. And what would be the expected sales you may have on 12th August? This is the question mark for us. And you have even the 10th August data is also there. 10th August, let us say 2 lakhs is the one. So what would be the expected sales you may have on 12th August? So based on the previous performance, we are going to predict the future here. Am I right? This process is called as what? Data science process. It is called as what? The process of what? Data science. So data science is done by the data scientist. It is done by what's it, guys? Data scientist. And as well as data analysis will be done by what? Data analyst. So now, guys, these are the two jobs we have. So all these are included into the Azure data engineering only. Okay. So we can say the Azure data engineering is a complete end-to-end service which is provided with a solution which provides a solution from the process of data migration till the data visualization. That is from the process of data, that is data, what is it, guys? Migrating, moving the data from the on-premises network to the cloud to the, what's it, guys? To the decision making and reporting the data. So this is called as what, guys? Azure data engineering. So the Azure data engineering is a process where we have the following services available into this. What is that? ADF, ADB, Synapse, AI, OpenAI, and Fabric. So these are all the services we are going to see as a part of this session, guys. And this is the duration of this is 100 days, guys. So initially we will be starting with the Azure Databricks, where we will have the PySpark coding in this. We are going to see the PySpark. So you need not learn somewhere separately PySpark. Up to whatever the level it is needed, we are going to see in the class exercises. Okay. The PySpark, that is nothing but the Python plus Spark. So the PySpark coding we are going to see. Then after this, we are going to see the ADF as well. Okay, guys, Azure Data Factory. And then we have the Synapse. Synapse is nothing but the data warehouse of Azure. So what is the data warehouse of Azure? How the Synapse will work? That anyways, we will discuss it more into the detail tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow we will have the session at the same time. And the standard timings for the session is 9 a.m. guys. 9 a.m. would be the standard timing for the session. That's it, guys. So any other questions if you have, you can go ahead and ask me, please.
Sir, do we have a practical sessions to work on
Yes, of course,
the?
practical. Without this practical, nothing will be there because this is an practical based only. Just today, as a
Hmm.
demonstration, so I'm not going practically. So once we start
Okay,
the session, everything will be practical only. Nothing will be theoretical.
got it. So, we will be given like a say any platform to work on, right?
No, you have to
To
create a
code it.
subscription. You will have to
Okay,
create a. I'll show you the subscription. There is no software installation, something like that. You'll
okay,
have to take the subscription. And
got
subscription
it.
will be premium and as well as a free subscription, just like your Netflix or Amazon store, Amazon Prime.
Got it.
You have some free things are provided, and a free
Hmm.
some free movies will be there. In the same way, some free subscriptions will be there, and you will have
Hmm.
the paid subscription as well. So that
Okay.
paid subscription you will have to pay and take it.
Hmm.
But right now, for this practice purpose, free, you can start the process with the free, and later
Hmm.
if you want, you can convert it as per the requirement.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so the all practical sessions and all recorded videos will be given to you as a part of the session on the daily basis. Okay, so everything will be there accordingly. Okay, guys. So if you have any doubt, you can just get back to me on this. Okay. So tomorrow we'll have the session at the same time. That is nothing but 9 a.m.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other questions?
We got everything.
Sir,
What about that? What fabric means?
your fabric will be given to you once the ADF and ADB you have completed. Fabric is an application where we implement all of them together. Fabric is an advanced applications we have it. So most of the job you will have it on ADF and ADB only. Fabric or AI or the Open AI, okay, and even the Synapse, whatever we have it. for all these, the basis, ADB and ADF. If you know this, these are all the platforms where we can implement it very easily. So as a part of our session, we are going to see the Fabric as well. The implementation on the Fabric application, the implementation on the AI application, the implementation on the Synapse. And when we call it as OpenAI, OpenAI is a part of actually ChatGPT, but it is provided as an integration tool or a software here into the Azure data engineering. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, please, please.
Sir, actually, I'm working in a networking background. So can I adapt this? Means.
Obviously, definitely you can go ahead on this when you're
It is
working
from
on this.
basic.
Yeah, from the basic you can do it very easily. As you are already onto the networking, you must be having well-versed knowledge on this. Okay. So obviously you can go ahead. That's not a problem, basically. And when it comes to the level of coding, see, ADF will not have any coding. Everything will be graphical user interface, drag and drop things. ADB will be practical on the ground level where you have to write the code. And to minimize that code, and if you want the system to generate the code for the same, then you can go with the AI.
Okay.
Okay. But everything AI can't do. Everything will AI will do, definitely it will do. But the process is that if the AI generates the code, that will not be 100% accurate. It will be 70 to 80% accuracy only. You will have it in AI codes. So that manual coding, you have to do it by yourself. That's the one you have it. Even though you have a AI application is there, that's the one you have to do it. Because future will be everything AI. But if AI, everything AI can do, then what is the use of you and me then? So AI can't generate 100% accurate code, guys. You will have to do it manually without the human intervention. These applications, not only this one, any other applications cannot work properly.
Or any support for placement.
A placement support in the sense, I can give you the resume planning, how to plan your resume, how many years experience you can put, and what are the relevant things you require. So that I can support you of. Okay. Interview questions will be given to you accordingly. Based on that, you can attend things.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you here, everyone, for attending the session. And if you have any doubt, you can just directly call me as well. I'll provide you my number here. So this is my number, direct number. You can just call me. This is my number, direct number. You can call me up anytime. So to discuss the things. And tomorrow you will have the session at same 9 a.m. Okay, guys. So that's it, guys. Thank you, everyone. I'm pasting it in the chat box as well. If you want, you can just have it here. Thank you.
Could you please share this note?
Pardon me?
Note. I mean, this issue.
Which note?
What do you discuss at today's class?
Yeah, it will be there. The video will be there. It will be shared to you. Share your mail ID on my WhatsApp number. I'll share you this. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You can share your mail ID on the WhatsApp. I'll send you across this video as well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. That's it. Thank you, everyone. I'm ending the session. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.